Hi, I'm Mark from eReplacementParts.com. In this video, I'm going to show you how to replace the rear armature bearing on a Makita grinder. Your grinder's armature has two bearings, one on the front and one on the rear. Just like any bearing, over time it'll wear out and need to be replaced. Common signs of a bad bearing will be a squeaking or squealing sound coming from the grinder. Replacing the bearing is easy to do, and I'm going to show you how. Rear armature bearings, as well as many other parts, can be found on our website. Let's get started. I'll begin by removing the side handle and the guard. The gearbox housing is held in place with 4 screws. I'll go ahead and remove those. Now I can remove the rear housing. It's held in place with a single screw. Now I'll move the brush springs to the side of the brush holder. This will remove the tension from the brushes so they're not pressing against the armature. I'll do this on both sides. With the tension removed from the brushes, now I can go ahead and remove the armature assembly. I'll remove the rubber ring from the rear bearing. Now I'll remove the rear armature bearing. To do that, I'll use a bearing separator. I place the separator around the bearing, and I go ahead and tighten up the separator. Just finger tight will be fine. I'll place the separator over the jaws of my vise and use a punch and a hammer to remove the armature from the bearing. Now I can install the rear armature bearing. I'll place it on the armature shaft, and then using a socket that has the same diameter as the inner race, I'll place the socket on the race and tap it in place with a hammer. Now install the rubber ring onto the rear armature bearing. Now I can install the armature assembly back into the grinder. I'll reinstall the gear housing assembly to the motor assembly and secure it with the 4 screws. Now reposition the brush spring back over the brush. Now I'll slide the rear cover back over the motor housing and secure it with the screw. And I'll finish up by installing the guard and the side handle. And that's how easy it is to replace the rear armature bearing on a Makita grinder. If you found this video helpful, be sure to give us a thumbs up and leave a comment.